This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to say you something. Yesterday, I mean, last class, we have discussed about one important thing called page object class. Okay, that you are aware of it. Okay, everyone is aware of it. How to do the page object class also in unit test. Okay, is there anyone who is not at all aware of what is page object class? Who is not aware of this page object class? Okay, so
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, who is that? Who is that?
yes, yeah, I'm Pramod Chelur here.
You know right? You know right, Pramod? You know page
Yeah,
object class,
actually,
right?
yeah, but I'm facing
Hmm.
some difficulty in that, so I am having some
Okay.
doubt on it.
Yeah, yeah. If you have any particular doubt, you can ask me, or else I will also tell you how page object class works from the scratch also. Okay. And just copy paste it. Yeah. So page object model is very simple. Okay. There is nothing complex in it. The only thing is like we make it complex due to not understanding of it. See, you can take anything. For example, in unit test framework, I have clearly explained you what is page class. Okay. Suppose any website, not only a particular website which I am telling you, any website you can take. For example, I am taking a website called because I'm taking some website which is having number of test cases. Sorry, number of pages because page object model will work more better when you have multiple pages. Okay, so this is a orange HRM page. Okay, this is one page. This is the basic login page when you enter some username password because this page is just HR management application which is available for free purpose. Okay, anyone can test it. That is the reason this application is meant for, and most of the testing people whoever wants to test they'll use this application because this is the application which is available freely for everyone. Okay, for testing purpose, open source website. So when you click on login with the same username password, you will be able. This is one page. Okay, you are how many pages you have or how many UIs you are interacting with. Okay, in your application, that many page classes you need to build. Okay, so this is one page. In that page, I'm entering username, password, and then clicking on login. After clicking on login, for example, I have so many options. All these are menus. So for example, one option I will go to admin, okay, in or I will go to PIM. PIM means portfolio management, okay, or portfolio management kind of. Okay, so when you come here you have list, you can able to add a new employee and you can able to search a new employee also. For example, if I want to search a employee Nikhil, or I can just say N, I'll get all the employees, okay, which are starting or which are having which are having N, got it right, which are starting with N or which are having anything in the search called N. Okay, got it right. So if you see in RA and GA, here you have something called N here in the last name. Okay, here you have N here. Okay, so you will get all the records which are having N. Or if I want a particular username employee, I can search like this. So this is a simple operation which we are doing, which CRUD operation kind of thing, where we are going to search one username and password. Okay, Nikhil Raju. Okay, or so it's saying no information. So I'll say just NIK. I'll just say NI. So I'll get all the list of data which are having with the Nikhil. Here think that Nikhil is not there because maybe they have deleted or something like this. So I'm going to add employee. What I'll do, I'll add employee because I want to add a new employee. So I'll add an employee and I'll search for it. These are the operations I'm going to do. So I'll say Nikhil. I don't want to type middle name, so I'll skip it and then I'll write even name and I will try to enter some ID here, phone number, some ID. Okay, then I will try to click on save. So I'm going to save some data. So after saving it, again I'll go to PAM, because now again I need to go to PAM to search the employee. I have added Nikhil, so I'm going to search for Nikhil, and I'll say search. So I'll be able to find one record which I have added now. Okay, this is a record. So this operation I want to do, for example. So here, how many UIs I am dealing with? One is the login page, which is before this. After that, you will be able to see this page. So when I click on PAM, so here I'm going to add employee, right? This is one page I'm dealing with. Okay. After entering data, then again I'm clicking on PAM, and again I'm doing search for this. Here I'm going to do search. Okay, so this three pages I'm going to do. Okay, one is add employee page, one is login page, and another is search employee page. That means this page. Okay, you got it right. So this three, I'm not interacting with every element or every field. I'm only interacting with only few fields. Okay, so if I'm interacting with few fields, I need only few locators. I don't need every locator. Okay, which I want. So that is the reason how I am dealing with this page object model. Please listen everyone, okay? Because I will not teach again and again. It's been so many times I have taught. Maybe if you have not listen the class again, please listen it. Okay, I'll try to tell you. So what I did is in page object model, because I have clearly given you entire chart, okay, with explanation. Then only I tried doing this. Okay, so you can go and refer my previous classes of page object model, but still I'll try to tell you more. Here, what we are doing is how many pages we are dealing, that many page classes I'm creating. So that means I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to create under my project. I'm going to create a package. So package is nothing but it is a folder kind of thing, but it has only Python files. So what is the difference between package and folder? See, if you say new, there is two things. One is package. If I click on it, it will give me an option of new Python package, new Python file, and new directory. These three are important. Other things we don't deal with. If you want to create a normal file, Python file, you can say Python file. If you want to create a folder with only Python files under it, you can create Python package. If you want to create a folder with any other files also in it, okay, then you can create direct. So you can create a Python package. Package means it's a group of Python files. Okay, so that's what I did it. Okay, I have created a Python package called page objects. After creating, by default this file will be there. Okay, will be created under it. See, suppose I create a new file, new Python package like this. Create, click on it. I'll give some name. Okay, sample package. If I just say sample package, it will create a folder to me. See, under my project, it will create a new folder to me, and that folder will have automatically a file called underscore underscore init underscore underscore dot py. This file is auto created. Okay, see, there is a package, sample package created. See, if you see here, see, there is a folder created, package created. Under it, this file is auto created. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this. If you want, you can have it. If you otherwise, you can delete this file. You will be not having anything inside this file. Okay, this is just a file which is created, and you will not be referring, you will not be able to open this file also, because even, yeah, you can be able to open it, but you will be now finding nothing in this. Okay, this is just a file which is created whenever you create a package. If you want, you can delete also, just to make sure that a package should always come with the Python files. Okay, then what we did, then I'm deleting it because I don't need it. Then what we did, you can stop me and ask me if you have doubts. Okay, uh, then what we are doing, under it I'm creating, you can create n number of files. Okay, this is one file, this is other file, this is other file. You know how to create, right, files? You just need to go inside this package, do right click. Okay, do right click, and you can give the name of the file, Python file, because they're all Python files. In package you should always have Python files, not normal files. So when you click on file, you can give any name for it. So I have given three files. I have created three files: login page, search engine, so search employee, and then add employee. Because I'm going to do only three operations. Okay. In login page, for every file, I'm going to create a class. Okay, you see how I'm telling you. So if you know normal page classes, if you know normal concept of classes in Python, you can easily understand this. Okay, for every file I have created a class. So what I'm doing, I'm importing web common, I'm importing WebDriver, importing by. These are the basic Selenium packages. Importing time also. This is again a basic package which I'm doing because I want to use time dot sleep and all. So I created a class here. See, I created a class. This class has init. Init is nothing but constructor. So this should have a by default parameter called driver because you have to initiate the driver. Okay, always you should able to initiate the driver driver equal to driver because driver should be coming from your test cases. See, generally, how you write your test cases? You write your test cases like this. If you are using page classes, if you're using page object model, or this is whatever I'm telling you is now it's a unit test framework. In unit test framework, if you see, this is the class, okay, which is inheriting test case class. Okay, here you are initiating the driver, right? This driver you are initiating driver equal to WebDriver dot chrome. So this driver, the same instance of the driver should also work in this because you are going to connect this page and this two three pages. So that is the reason you are saying from page object dot login page import login class. That means from page objects folder or package, from login page file, you're going to import a class called login page class. That's what you're mentioning in the in this class, in this page, or in this file. Okay, similarly you're importing the page class add employee, search employee, all these things we're importing. Okay, why are you importing? Because you are going to create the class here. Okay, you are going to create the class and methods and variables. Okay, you are not going to create the object here. Object, where are you creating? You are creating in the test case. See, here in the test case you are creating the object of this class. Okay, and you are creating the object of this class. Okay, you are creating the object of this file class. So all the file classes, the object is created where? Object is created here, and the data is passed here. Getting my point, right? So you are only creating the methods there, and you are going to call the methods over here. Okay, so if you see what we are doing here in this login page class, we are going to initiate the driver because the same driver, see, generally test case will not run from here, test case will run from this file. Okay, see, initially it will come, setup classes there because I'm going to uh, it is a basic unit test framework. So what happens before running test one, it will go to setup and it will initiate the driver. Okay, so that means the driver is initiated. After initiating driver, what it will do, it will go to the login page class. It will understand, okay, it will you are going to create an object of login page class. Immediately it will go and check, is there anything called login page class in the import statement? Yes, there is a class, and you are going to pass the driver. So same driver, whatever you are going to create here, will be used as a instance, okay, or as a reference for this. Okay, so the same driver is going to find the element, the same driver is going to capture these elements. Okay, so you are not going to create any driver in here. Okay, you are not going to connect to Chrome. Wherever you are creating here, this driver is only used here. That's why you need to pass as a driver here, and you need to initiate driver here. Then what we are doing, let me explain it in each pages. So these are three locators, simple locators. See, I should use self, you already know why, because once you are in a class you should always use self. Okay, self is a default parameter that is passed, and it is not referred as a separate parameter. Okay, it's a default one. You always knows it. Okay, so you're just saying self dot username. Okay, equal to. So you're doing what you're doing, you're doing nothing, you're just finding the locators of these three. Okay, these three locators you are finding, this locator, this locator, this locator, that is what you are finding. Okay, here in the page classes. Okay, and you are storing in some variables, username, password, and submit button variables. Okay, then you are creating methods, one method, two method, three method, and four method, because in the same page I'm going to do multiple actions. Okay, so in this page, what I'm doing, I'm just going to enter the username. So that's the reason you need to say self.username.send keys of uname. You can give any parameter there. This uname is nothing but you are going to call this method from this test class, and you are going to pass the value here. So what happens? It will go and call this method, which is there in this page class. Okay, and then it will pass here admin. Okay, so it will pass username dot send keys of admin. Username is this one dot admin. Indirectly, you got it right. It is just going to enter the name here. 1 minute. Okay, so that's what happening here. Okay, similarly you are also doing password. Similarly you are also entering the password here. Okay, similarly you are entering the password. Similarly, see, indirectly saying this dot pass dot send keys of password, you are storing in a variable. That variable dot send keys, and password you are passing from the reference. Okay, similarly login button does not require anything. So these three are done in this page. After that, what you are doing, after you are logging into it, what you are doing, you are clicking. See, once I click to login into this, in the same page, I mean, you're just clicking on it. Okay, you're clicking on PIM. Sorry, you're clicking on PIM. So once you're clicking on PIM, after clicking on PIM, again you're clicking on add employee. Okay, you're clicking on add employee. Okay, and then you're also clicking on search employee list like this. So this all actions you're performing where you're performing in this page. Okay, because this is the page where you are going to see, you are not entering anything. So you are just clicking on it. In the PAM page, coming to PAM page, that means once you log in it will open this. So this PM page is still in the same page. Okay, in the same UI. Okay, you are just clicking here and you are just clicking here. These two operations you are taking in the same this thing. So after that, I am creating one more page called add employee. Here what I am doing, I am entering first name. Okay, sorry, here in the add employee, I am entering first name, I am entering last name, and I am entering employee ID. Employee ID I am entering, and then I am clicking on save. So this is a different UI. So that's the reason I created a different page, and then I am creating a method here. Okay, if you see, this method is going to enter the first name, last name, and employee ID, and this method is going to save the button. Okay, similarly search employee. So once I click on this, enter save, again what happens? Again, if I click on search employee, okay, what is search employee doing? Search employee, in the search employee, we are going to, so we are, I mean, again we are, I'm clicking on employee list. Okay, this employee list is there, right? Um, Employee list. Okay, here, sorry, here once, sorry, after entering this, after clicking on save, entering some data and clicking on save, I'm again going to this search employee. That means I'm going to this employee list. There I'm going to enter the search, whatever I want to search, and then I'm clicking on submit. That means here I'm searching something. Okay, for example, n I'm searching and I'm clicking on search. Okay, that's what here it is, search employee, and click on search. So this locator and this locator, these two locators only I'm using. Okay, so that's what two methods I created. After that, what I'm doing, after that I'm getting so many results. If I click on n, I'm getting so many results. But my intention is, I want to know nickel is there or not, because I've added nickel, right? So I'm going through all the list of these elements. I'm checking whether nickel is there in the text. Wherever I found the nickel, okay, and I'm going to edit it. So that means um, I'm going to do what? I'm going to click on it. So this edit symbol. Okay, wherever I'm going to find a nickel. Okay, where is nickel? Yeah, it's saved, right? I think this is wherever we are. Okay, I will try to say nulling instead of nickel. I'll say nulling. Okay, wherever nulling is there, there I'm going to click on. Okay, because let me capture it. So I is nothing but an iteration element. Okay. So in this iteration, in this element iteration, I am going to check whether nullim is there or not. If nullim is there, I'm going to see. It is the text of it. Okay. Where is the nullim? See, this is the text of it. So I'm just checking whether nullim is there or not. Okay, if nullim is there in the text, I'm going to click on that particular edit symbol. Okay, this edit symbol is there, right? Suppose nullim is there somewhere, I'm going to click on it. After that, I'm going to do one thing. I will say I will wait for, okay, 5 seconds, and then I will delete that record. For example, I'm finding some nullim somewhere here, whatever it is. It can be nullim or something else. Okay, I am going to let me. So when I click on it, it will again navigate to a different page. Okay, if you see it, whenever you click on it, it navigates to a different page. So again, you need to write a different page. You can also write in the same page also. So this is all about your understanding. Okay, or you can wait for some seconds, or you can do whatever you want in the same page also, because here also we did the same activation in the same page, right? Still you can write whatever you want. So these are the three things. What you are doing here, we are just going to create the method and call this method like this. Okay, and then add employee. So first we are going to enter admin 123 and clicking login. Then I'm clicking on add employee. Then I'm creating the object of page PAM. Okay, then I'm going to pass Nikhil Raj and this employee ID, and I'm clicking saving it. After that, I'm searching. Okay, and again creating the object of search class. Okay, I'm entering the search employee called n. In the n, I'm going to click on it. Okay, I'm finding that results. Okay, that's all. You understood, right? So what is happening? The whole process is something like this. You have to create page classes. Okay, the page classes means each page or each UI should have a different class. You will not create objects here. You will only create the variables, like, or you can only create the variables like this. Okay, you will initiate the variables and you will create the methods, and each activity you will store it in that methods. Okay, in the test cases you will create the objects of it and you will call them. Okay, that's the understanding of it. So what is the benefit of it is, you will create a modularity. That means if something got failed, okay, for example, if I run it, something got failed, I can easily understand which page element it has failed, because you will have some hundreds of UI screens. For example, you may have to deal with so many elements. Okay, so if many elements has failed, you may, what you will be doing, you will be confused if you're writing code at one go. So here, if you're writing as a page classes and in a organized way, if any element got failed, you can easily go to that page and you can change that element. If that locator got failed or if that any method got failed, you can even go and rectify it. But if you write code, entire code in one place, there you will get confusion, and it is not the right way to do it. Okay, that's the whole understand. See, now you see, if I run it, okay, if I run it, what happens is it will do all the activities. See, it got passed, okay? So it is just checking all the things, and if they are available, then it is passing it. So hope you understood, right? Everyone understood what is this? Few people already know it,
Yes.
few people was not aware. What about Raj, Gayatri?
Yes, Nikhil. So for test cases also, we have to create a package called test case, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you have multiple test cases, for instance, you may have multiple test. See, it's not mandatory to store everything in test one. Okay, you can have n number of test cases. There is no restriction of such. Okay,
No, no,
you
the
can have
folder
n number
name
of test
package. We
cases.
have to create a package.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
See, package is required when when you have multiple files. Generally, you may have multiple files, right? See, here I have created test one. Tomorrow I want to automate one more test case. Okay, or I'll create one more Python file. Okay, okay.
Okay.
So if you have multiple files, you create a package like this. You are doing some other automation in this. Otherwise, create a normal file. That doesn't matter.
Okay. Got it.
The only thing mattered is package is created if you have multiple files, which are Python files. Okay.
Okay.
Normal test case. Otherwise, you can just create a test case like this. Normal test case, where if you want just to run that particular file, you can just create it. Otherwise, you can create a package. That doesn't really matter. Okay. So this is the concept itself is adding multiple classes and calling creating the objects and calling the methods. And the same thing will apply to Pytest. Okay, if you are aware of it, we will also see Pytest. Okay, in Pytest, we are going to see so many things. We have already seen so many things. Okay, so I'm just running that class. Okay, let me run that class. Not from here. If you want, I also run from here. Um, I can also run from. See, I can also see. I'm running. Okay. I can also run from command prompt, which is already known to everyone, right? So let me run this file. Okay. I'll explain you. There are so many things done in this file. Okay, this file will give you so much of insights because we have did so many things in that data driven part. We have covered page object model. We have covered some other things also in this. So I have skipped a couple of test cases. I think a couple of test cases were skipped for no reason. I don't know no reason. Okay. So much of okay. You're passing multiple test data here, of course. Online shopping something is there. This is a page object model for Flipkart. Okay, you can use it for any of this particular things. Okay, if the UI got changed, the test case will fail. That's a different thing. If any UI has got changed or whatever it is reason, test case will fail. Maybe I think some test case has got failed due to it got failed. Okay, maybe something has changed. So let's see how many passed, how many failed. So it says two failed and one passed. Okay, two failed and four passed. So what are the two failed? Let's see. I think two test cases would have failed here. Here this one has got passed. I think two test cases would have failed mm, in this case. Here I guess. I'm saying click on search, then I'm creating product and then click on product description. So let's see where it got failed. I think some XPath and all elements would have not been because it's long back, right? So it's saying that WebDriver. Hmm. So you should also know like what are all errors we are getting, and we should be able to understand that WebDriver has no attribute find element. Test one has got failed. Okay, it is saying that WebDriver object has no attribute find test one has got failed. WebDriver has not got okay. Maybe I'm going to see. I created a page object class. Here it is saying self.submit. Okay, maybe driver find element. This element of some other element is not available. Maybe due to that element has got failed. Let me copy paste our Python. Okay, we have our same files. Okay, let me not create a new file. Okay, I will do one thing. I will copy paste our unit test because we are using this right. Instead of that, why do we use something else? Okay, I will say copy. Let's say copy, and I'll paste this page objects. Okay, because we already created it. Why do we do for a different one? So here instead of this other the page class product class, I'm going to paste it here. Okay, because page classes are already there. Okay, instead of this, so now I'm deleting this because I don't need it. Okay, I'm deleting this. So this one also not required. Since we have just seen, okay, nothing different. So now here in the examples I should just copy paste our which one, can you tell me? Unit test one, because unit test one already we have seen, right? See, we are not changing even a single line of code. Okay, in Pytest also it is going to be the same. Okay, it is not going to be different, which we have seen in Pytest also it is going to be same. The only thing that you need to understand is, okay, here the this one, which is this one. Okay, I have to copy paste this. Let's see what does it means. I'll try to tell you. uh, Page class, see, I'm just replicating the same thing that I have done here. Okay, copy, I'm pasting it in this. Okay, so here I am going to call the page classes. The page classes would has been changed, right? So instead of page files I should just copy say from. Okay, already it is there here. I'm copy pasting that also. So this three I should copy paste because these three are important. Now you see, now error is gone, everything is gone. Okay, let me run the test case now. Okay, let me run the test case now. First, before that I should say control yes, save it, then run the test case. So that page object is the same thing which we have to do it for Pytest also, because we are not going to change anything, right? We are not going to change anything differently here in Pytest. Okay, in terms of page object model. But here in this one I have created multiple test cases with different understanding. One is data driven testing I have done, one is conditional statements I have done. Okay, I'll show you so many things. Some test cases would have been failed here because of element changes. Okay, some element is not working now. Element would have existing before. Okay, because of that, some changes would have been there. That doesn't mean that test cases are not working. Here, I think I have passed so much data. See, so much of data. Selecting the languages, selecting multiple languages, selecting multiple skills, country, okay, everything, country, everything it is selecting. Then I think page object model. Orange HRM is opening. Okay. So here it says that something is doing it because you can also check it. That's a different thing. Employee ID is being printed, right? I'll try to tell you how to handle that. So now in the search it is going and it is checking all the things. This is the last test case, I guess. I don't think so. It requires any. Okay, just opening the Microsoft solution, passing the. See, all the test cases got passed. Two skipped. Skipped means not our issue. One warning. Warning is also not a problem. Warning means suppose think that there is a new method came. Okay, see Selenium, sorry Python will try to advance their methods. Okay, so they will deprecate some methods. So that doesn't mean that they are not being used at all. Okay, you can still use them. So now whatever we did, I'll show you. This is a very good file where we have done so many things. Okay, in this. I'll explain one by one. Please listen. So first test case I'm taking. I'm just connecting to this browser and then I'm opening the website and all. See, I'm just not connecting to browser. I'm just connecting to browser. I'm not opening any website. Okay. Here in this case, I'm just saying hello. Okay. So this is just two or fixtures I'm creating here. Okay. Just for purpose. And in test one, I'm just opening this website and I'm checking whether this particular alert is enabled. If it is enabled, I'm trying to say test case pass, otherwise fail. So I'm skipping this test case. So if you want, you can skip or you can have it. In the third test case, what I'm doing, I'm entering so much of data. See, very very important. This is very very important. Here in this page, whatever I'm entering, I'll try to show you. Okay, you should know it. Everyone should know it. Already we have seen because this is the way where we are automating everything in a very conditional manner. Okay, so this case should be known to everyone. What are we doing now? We are entering first name, entering last name. Okay, passing the address. Here we are passing at email ID we are passing, phone number we are passing, gender we are selecting, cricket we are selecting. Okay, languages here once comes to languages, then what are we doing? We are doing where what are we doing? Where is the skills? Okay, first we are going to the skills. Before selecting languages, we are going to skills, I guess. Yeah, skills. So yeah, MSDD. What is MSDD? Okay, English. Okay, okay. Before skills, what are we doing? Okay, what are we doing? I'll try to tell you. Very, very important. See, this code is very important. What are we doing? Okay, we are going to select the skills. Okay, based on the need. So, what are we doing is we are going to, if anything, dot click USDT dot click 1 minute. Where is the skill dot click? Okay, so what I am doing is I am going to find elements by this list. So I'm going to get all the list of elements here, okay, in this languages. In the languages, if you see here languages, okay, I'm going to get all the list of these languages. See, under it there is something called, okay, under this multi-select. Okay, if you come down, uh, after multi-select is done, in the multi-selector, in the UL you will find all the LIs. Okay, li1, li2, li3. So if I want to capture all these things, okay, I should say find elements, okay, by XPath. So if I just say this particular element, you will get all the list of elements. Okay, what you will get all the list of elements. So I'll say Control C. If I come and I'll say Control F and Control V. See, you are getting one by one element. See, one by one element is coming. Are you getting? One by one element is coming. So I am going to capture all the elements in the drop down and storing in a list. In the list, I am checking if the text is equal to English. I am clicking on it. If it is otherwise, if it is equal to Czech Republic, okay. For example, I want to choose any two. It's not just English and all. So here I am selecting English and Czech. Okay, you can select any of the two, okay, or you can use select 10 or 20, whatever you want. For example, I want to choose 2 because it is a multi-select option. So what I am doing for that what I am doing is I am going here, I'm selecting all the elements. From that elements, I'm checking if the text is equal to English, clicking on it, okay, that element I'm clicking, or if it is Czech, I'm going to click on it. Understood, right? Else I'm going to pass it. Pass means I'm not doing anything. Then what I'm doing, I'm going to the country. I'm coming to here. I'm coming here to country, not here. Here to country, and again I'm doing the same story. I'm capturing all the options in the list of options. Okay, sorry. Before that, what I'm doing, um here already select is there, right? Here already select is there, right? So let me copy it here because it will be confusion. Control X. Okay. So after selecting that, I mean, after selecting the languages, again, what I'm doing something like this. I'm going to, oh, sorry. See, I should say Control X. Then I should say Control V. It's not coming. I don't know what is that. So it should be Control V here. Okay. See, now it should work. So next, what I'm doing after completion here, again I'm going to the option. After selecting this list of languages, I'm going to the skills. I'm choosing Python here. Okay, you know, right? Basically, in the options, you're going to choose the Python. Okay, after otherwise, you're saying else. You're selecting Python in the skills. Okay, wherever you have Python, you are selecting that. Then country. See, this is a mistake of the website. It is not showing the country. So here you have select the country. Again, the same thing. I'm going to all the options of the country and I'm checking India. Okay, I'm clicking on India and then I'm selecting. These are all operations I'm doing in this particular test case. I hope you understood, right, everyone? And this is dynamic. It is not very basic. Okay. After that, what I'm doing, test case 4, test case 5 is not required because just for the namesake. And then next, I'm going to switch to. Hmm. Next, I'm trying to use switch to. If it is there, I'm going to click on that alert. Okay, this one I skipped it. I don't know for what reason. So this is just the alert handling. Okay, you know it, right? You can use anywhere because we have discussed alerts so much. Then the main thing comes into picture, which you already know, the page object model. So here, before running this test case, I'm calling the fixture. There in unit test, you know, right, how it is running. By default, fixture will run before the test case because whenever you have set up class, it will run. Then only it will come the test case. Here, you should explicitly call the function. So this function will run first. Then what happened? Then this function will run. So here I'm just copy pasting it. So and then next important thing, very important. I'm calling init fixture here. Okay, init fixture where we declared. So I don't want to skip this test case also because there is no use of skipping this test case. So control C of this test case. This particular test case. Okay. So then what I am doing, see now you see how I am using this particular. Init is a fixture which I created here. Okay. This is just connecting to the Chrome. Okay. So this init fixture I am calling in this test case. Then what I am doing, I'm opening the book 2. Okay. I'm reading sheet 1. I'm knowing maximum row, maximum column. 2 comma 1 I'm storing as username. 2 comma 2 I'm storing as password. 2 comma 3 as email. I'm passing username, password, email. Okay. I'm checking the attribute whether the attribute has ID or not. Okay. So if you have email in the value is nothing but the attribute value. So this is just a simple verification I'm doing. So this is the data driven approach in Pytest as a test case. Okay, you should know. This is a variety which we have already seen separately in Excel operations. So whatever we have seen, we are combining all together in one test case. Okay. So now if I run this, if I say control S and if I run it, it will not skip any test cases because we did not skip any test cases. Rather, it will run all the test cases whichever. Here we have page objects, we have data driven approach, we have what else we have? We have different, conditional approach. Okay, so many things are there in this file. Okay, it should able to work for you. Got it right? So, which one? This one. No, no, not this one. This one. Okay, got it right. Here you have one test case with page object model, one test case with conditionals, okay, conditions, one test case as a normal test case, a validation session, and other test case with data driven approach. Okay, so all these are there in one. So you can use all these models in your PyTest. Other test case validations is up to you. Okay, you know, right? When you click on it, something will open, or when you enter some data, something should come. All these are basic validations which you will come when you are working in an application. Okay, I cannot give you test cases, right? If there is any requirement of such, I can give. So test cases I cannot give you. Test cases is just simple. If you know automation, if you know Python, you can automate anything. It's just like selecting drop downs which I have given them. Okay, with some validations. Okay, otherwise you fail it using some assertions and all stuff. So we will see tomorrow. Possibly we will see PDD framework. Okay, we will see the high level of PDD framework tomorrow. We will start with BDD framework. We will complete in next 2 3 days, and we will see end-to-end two frameworks. Then API we will see. So for robot framework, I have certain concerns. Okay, it will take 1.5 month. If you are ready to spend some time, and then it will be an extra thing, then we will see it. Or else we can see high-level robot framework. I don't think so. It will help you if you see high level, but as told, I will tell you high level if it are required. Otherwise, if you want an entire separate course of robot framework, I'll teach you separately. It will take 1 month because it is a separate course altogether. You have every entity different in Unity in robot because you have to. There are some inbuilt methods which are there, or some methods which we have to use separately in robot only. Okay, which you cannot use like others. So that's a different framework altogether. Okay, see 4 test cases passed, one warning and all you need to warning. So nothing got failed. Okay, you can also generate. See, as I told you, you can generate HTML report. Okay,
So Nikhil, I have
got it
one
right.
doubt here.
If you want to run with it, yes, yes.
So why you have put everything in one file, not like a page object folder and test case separately here?
Where
I
in
mean,
this?
in this file, you're,
No, no.
yeah, in this.
This test case has multiple. This file has multiple test cases. You understood, right? See, this file has multiple test cases. For example, see generally how you have to run is I'm just saying you can have it in multiple files also. there is more. See, if you have, it doesn't mean that you, if you have multiple pages, you have to create multiple files of test cases. Okay, you can have file one and you can have n number of test cases, one, two, three test cases. Okay, or else you can have multiple files, file two, and you can have few test cases which are some functionalities related. Are you getting right?
Okay, you have included the classes also in the same
Then,
file.
or you can have file 3. For example, generally, why do you have multiple files? Multiple files if you are representing multiple different functionalities. Okay, still what I can do is I can still copy couple of test cases from this, and then I can create a separate file and run that file also. You understood, right? See, I don't
Okay,
need it.
okay.
You got it right.
Yeah, yeah, got it, got it, got it. Now I got it.
Generally, files why you have separate, you can have n number of files, and you can run all the files. If you want to run files, instead of giving the file name separately, here you give a folder name. For example for example, I create a different folder. Okay, and then I'll call that entire folder. Got it right. So that
So one more
folder
last doubt
will
I have.
run, for example. hmm,
So you said earlier that in the page object we have to put all the classes, and in the test cases we have to put the objects, run the objects.
yeah, we have to create the objects and call that methods.
Yeah, create the objects in the test cases.
Hmm.
But here I see the
Hmm. Hmm.
classes also in this file.
Where where is where is the, see, this is a separate class. Okay, you are saying about this one as a class, this one
Yes,
as a
yes,
class.
yeah. But you said
Yes,
in the test case there
obviously,
should be only
see,
objects.
no,
So you said
see,
in page object,
this is
in
the
page
class.
object folder.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
Let
said
me
in the
explain.
page objects there should be only classes, and in test cases there should be only objects.
No, no, that's not the way. See, here I have classes. Okay, I have only classes. I did not create any objects because I have classes and I have methods and I have variables declared.
Yes,
Okay, variables means
yes.
in locators. So in pages you will have locators, you will have methods. In pages you will have. So this is a normal Pytest framework. In normal Pytest framework, we have already seen so many things, right? If you are listening my previous classes, see, for example, tags I have there. Here what we did, I have created a class. If you see,
Yes,
I have
yes.
created
Now
a
you are.
class, and then I have created multiple methods. Similarly, very similarly, I have created one class here. Okay, and then I'm creating the method, creating the test cases. In the test cases, I'm creating the objects of the page classes.
Yeah,
This
this one,
test case is
whatever you're
creating
telling,
the
I
object.
understood. So
Hmm.
this is not related to page object. This,
No, this is the page object, right? Page object. The concept itself means pages are separately created. For every page you have a class created, and that class objects you are giving it in the test cases. This is the object of this page, this is the object of this
but we
page.
are having classes
Okay,
also. That's where I'm getting doubt. If you go
where
up, there are
are we
class.
having classes?
If you go up,
This, see, this is the,
yeah, here.
see, no, I think you did not understand. So this is a, see, generally structure is like this. Some name you will have. Okay, any name, Pytest framework. Okay, under this you will have classes. You will have test cases. Test case one. Okay, test case two. Test case three. Test case four. Okay. In each test cases you can implement anything, any functionality. Okay, function one. Okay, functionality two. You can validate them. Okay, like this. One of the test case, got it right, one of the test case is doing what, one of the test case, because I want to, if I want to run all these test cases, it should be under the class only. Okay, you have two ways of PyTest. One is you can have class or you cannot have class. Okay, you can directly have it. So this class is nothing but, see, this is just a class. This is the framework structure. The structure will be always like this. Okay, the structure you can implement anything. You will have test cases. Inside test cases you can implement. So one of the test case, what I am doing is I am creating object of L1, L equal to L1, okay, some P equal to P1, okay, some Q equal to Q1, okay. Then I am saying L dot some ABC function, okay. Then LP dot BCD function, which is there in the page classes. Some Q dot, okay, some function, okay. So here itself I'm mentioning, before class only I'm mentioning import this L1 class, okay. Import L1 class comma, here itself I can give, or again I can say import P1 class, okay. P1 class, that means the class of P1. Import Q1 class. You understood, right? This is the structure. I'm not saying that it should only have objects. No, 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 no. This entire test cases will be under this framework class. It doesn't mean that it is one of this particular portion is page object implementation. Other test cases I'm not using. If you want, you can use every test case with page object implementation. Okay. So for example, in this test case, you call some L2 class. Okay. Understood, right? In this test case, you can call, got it right? In this test case, you can call some Q3 class. Got it right? Sorry for
Yes,
whatever
now I
it is.
understood.
Okay.
Understood, Nikhil. Understood.
You can, yeah, you can have anything inside the test. This becomes an entire page object model. But what your Pytest says, you want page object to some extent you are using in one test case. So if you want to pass this test case, that means everything in this should be passed. So that way, so you can do anything in this. So this is the structure. I hope you understood, right? Fine. What about others? Here itself you have so many things. In every test case you can add tags, you can skip a test case, you can run it in order, which we have discussed in previous classes. Okay, you can parameterize on top of it, giving the annotations, and you can do whatever you want. So all these things we have discussed in the previous classes. So you can still implement everything to the same way. Okay. Okay. So pure, if you want pure this thing, you can able to do it. Otherwise you can do multiple things, because I have used multiple things in the same test case, in the same file. So there are so many test cases. If we want entire file to pass, every test case should be passed. Okay, fine. Thanks everyone. Any doubts, anyone?
Just I have doubt regarding Miss. Actually, I'm running the PyTest, so actually I'm getting one error there.
What error you are getting? Did you import pytest first?
Uh, yes, I import it, but actually it is saying something path I need to add there. So actually, I did not see in the recording such path you have added, but I can see in on my desktop. So can I share my screen?
Yes, yes. 1 minute. Okay, I'm deleting this PyTest cache. Cache and all you can delete, okay, because it's automatically created when you don't maintain. I mean, yeah, you can share your screen. 1 minute.
So
I'll
here I
make you
can see the
presenter.
option.
1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute. I'll make you presenter. Because, yeah. Now you can share. You're sharing screen.
Yes, I have shared the screen. So
Okay. What is the error you're getting?
actually, I'm getting the error. Something indentation error
1 minute.
I'm getting here.
You're getting error.
Yeah.
Indentation error is not Pytest issue. Indentation error means you're not maintaining proper indentation. See, in test
Actually,
2, yeah,
okay,
yeah, you should always DEF should be, see, test to DEF, you should just move right, move little right, left. No, no, not there. See that now print also you should move. Hmm. Now you run it. Now for down also, test 3 also do the same.
okay.
Same dev of def also. DEF also you do the same. See, these are indentation issues. And yeah, now you run it.
Actually, I have run it, but it is showing empty. So actually, I have mentioned the test cases in there.
No, no, come run that entire file. Right click and run that file.
Okay.
Do right click and run the file. Go to that Pytest basics dot, do control A and then right click and then run the file. That also you have to do. Other way, yeah, do right click there, right click, do right click and then run that file.
So which one?
Run. I'm not able to see it.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have it right. Okay, do run no, run it no. But, upper side also you have something. The Pytex basic day one is there, right? Up on the top.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Hmm. On the top you have right. Top, if you see top you have right. Left side, right side. Yeah, that one. Right.
Yes.
Okay, it's not running. Huh? Do one thing. Give me the control. Do you have any option to control? Remote control is only available if presenter use the desktop app. Acha. So do one thing. Come to the test 3. Come down to test 3. Do right click there. Down to after test 3. Come down. No, no. Come down. Come down after test 3. After setup. Come down to setup. Yeah. Yeah. Do right click there. Run it now. Option run. Not coming.
Not coming here.
Okay. So then you should. Why it's not coming? It should come. No. It should work. Come down and then right click there after setup. Yeah. Do the there right click and then run it. Not running.
Yes, not running.
Why are you using capital T test? It should be small test. No?
Actually,
And now you come last and then run it. Setup after. Now you run it there.
yes, now run it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay,
He
actually,
passed, right?
okay.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, it is passed. Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Okay,
you.
fine. Yeah. Fine, right? So, thank you guys. So,
Yeah. Thank you.